Hi, this is Steph of No Time Blooms. I just wanted to highlight some of my indoor plants that are in gorgeous bloom right now. It is October of 2024, and this is the lovely Cattleya Yuan Dung Sweet #1, which is a cross between Cattleya Montelegante and Cattleya Yin Redface. I acquired this plant in 2020, and it bloomed the same year. Each time it blooms, it's a little bit different. This time, instead of highlighting the lime green that it is typically known for, it's mostly, I would guess what we would call a magenta. This has been a prolific bloomer since about 6 months after it arrived in my collection. I used to highlight orchids, but now I'm into a little bit of everything. And as you can see, this is absolutely a gorgeous flower. And on another stalk, we have second round coming. Absolutely beautiful. At times there is a faint fragrance, somewhat sweet, but the fragrance is absolutely not consistent. This is Potinera Tropical Sunrise, Ocean's Heaven times LC Tokyo Magics 61 AM AOS in glorious bloom. Isn't she gorgeous? The colors are just so vibrant. And she has been a reliable and steady bloomer for many years. Just a beautiful Cattleya. You can see the beautiful contrast, which is one of the things that I love on orchid flowers, between the petal and sepals and the tongue. Absolutely breathtaking. These are the interesting blooms of Hoya Burtoniae. Lovely little guys in a very, very sweet cluster. BC, Brassicatleya, Koi Mendenhall, still going strong 3 weeks later. This Hoya has the all-time best and strongest fragrance of any of the Hoyas I have. This is Hoya lacunosa. This is Hoya Thomsonii Pink. I ordered it as a white version, but it turned out to be pink. It has a strong fragrance that it's not miserable, but smells a little like plastic. But the flowers are just so delicate and lovely. Absolutely worth it. This is my Hoya Decipulae, which was imported into the US in 2022. This is actually not the original plant, but an offshoot. The original plant bloomed profusely, but then eventually developed a woody stem and stopped blooming altogether. So I salvaged this portion of the plant, and it actually has survived. This is October of 2023. Correction, this is October of 2024. And look at these unusual flowers. This is why I desired having this particular plant. Not so much for the leaves, but for the very unusual whisk-like shaped flowers. It's really, really sturdy, but contrary to what is said about most Hoyas, it is very thirsty. And has only shined when I put it in a self-watering pot, so I've got plenty of water, but I have to stay on top of it. This is the bloom of Hoya Sammannaniania, acquired in April of 2023. It's a shy little bloom and it likes to hide, so it's underneath the leaves every time. It only barely ever opens up, but it is totally adorable. No fragrance to this one. It looks like a little bell hanging. It's very difficult to get the camera to focus on it. But that's Sammannaniania, acquired in April of 2023 with first blooms in October of 2023. I know that I originally said that this was all about blooms, but there are a couple of my Hoyas with leaves that require honorable mention, if not higher praise than blooms. This is Hoya Versteegii, and the leaves are just absolutely amazing. The underside is so fuzzy. The veining on the upper side is just great, but absolutely love these leaves. The rippling of the edge, you could not ask for better detail. Other Hoyas with delectable leaves would include the Hoya Wilbur China. Can you appreciate the detail on this plant? Absolutely gorgeous. And a very easy grower. The Hoya Kentiana, also equally lovely in terms of the markings on the leaves and the ease of growth. And then my personal all-time favorite down here. Look at this little beauty. Can you just eat that up? This is the Hoya Pachyclada Albomarginata. Absolutely delightful. Sorry, my Thomsonii is trying to get into the picture. It's about to bloom. Another Hoya with very interesting leaves is Hoya Carnosa Holliana. I purchased this one not for the blooms, but for the leaves. They are just wicked. This is Hoya walliniana, UT152. It was acquired in July of 2023 and first bloomed in mid-24. The flowers are just gorgeous, very, very soft, fuzzy, happy little flowers. No detectable fragrance, but very, very pretty. And a generally happy, healthy, trailing plant. This is Hoya Praetorii in bud. This is October 13th, 2024.